Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is Austin with Oregon Trail Target. I just got a package delivered from UPS, so we're going to check out some Starline 556 brass. This is a brand new lot because they just put it back in stock on their website, and I bought 1,000 rounds of the 556. It's been out of stock for quite a while to get it directly from Starline anyway, and I'm going to compare that. We're going to weigh it on a scale and compare the case weight with a lot of Starline 556 that I have from about a year and a half ago. So I'm going to get this camera zoomed in on the scale and we'll take a closer look and see what it looks like. All right, we're back looking at the old RCBS digital scale from over 30 years ago now, I think. Old reliable. Let's go ahead and start weighing some of the old brass that I've had for about a year and a half, 2 years at the most. We're going to take a look at 25 pieces of each and see what we see for consistency and see if they're similar in weight. I know a lot of guys are using Starline brass these days, so it's kind of exciting to see them kind of ramp up their production and, you know, add different calibers to the lineup. I've loaded just a little bit of this older lot of 556 from Starline and had good luck so far with it. I've got a couple hundred pieces that I fire formed into 223 Ackley Improved. And I've got a heck of a nice consistent load with that. I'm shooting the 62 grain Hornady ELD varmint target bullet with a pretty hot load. And it's going somewhere around 3,400 feet per second. I'd have to take a look at my notes. But memory's telling me that somewhere right at 3,400 feet per second with that 62 grain bullet. And it fire formed nicely. I didn't do any prior annealing or anything, and I never had any issues with the fireform load. So let me know in the comments if you guys have used Starline brass and what you think of it. I don't have enough reloads on the stuff I've used to have much of an opinion yet, but it's available and it's pretty inexpensive, and it seems to get good reviews online, so I figured what the heck. We've got probably 10 different 223 rifles, bolt action rifles, so I figured I'd buy another 1,000 of this Starline 556 and have it around. I've never used the 223 head stamp from Starline, so I'd be curious if anybody has a direct comparison between the 556 and the 223. From my understanding, Starline made the case head just a little bit thicker for handling higher pressure of the 556. Obviously they're interchangeable. I know a lot of guys have used the 223 and they've mentioned that it has quite a bit less internal volume compared to some other 223 brass. So obviously anytime you change brass you need to work up a new load or use caution. Maybe back off an old load a little bit until you make sure that you're not blowing your face off due to high pressure. I know some guys just loaded up their old load, threw it in Starline 223, and evidently had some issues with some hotter loads because of how heavy that 223 Starline brass is. So now we're going to move on. This is the new batch that just came in the mail today. First thing I notice is it's several grains heavier than that old lot. It's interesting. Still a 556 head stamp, just like the old stuff. Visually, it doesn't look any different. Definitely weighs more. I've got some 6 arc brass from Starline, and I've been happy with that too. One thing I have done with this brass, the old lot, the little bit of it that I've used, I went ahead and deburred the flash holes on that, and then I did 500 pieces of the 6 arc brass that I noticed had some burrs on the flash hole, so I went ahead and just did the deburred all 500 of them. Something I'm not too picky about, but when I grab a handful of brass and I notice some fairly significant burrs in some of the flash holes, I just went ahead and deburred the whole lot. Along with, you know, the neck chamfer. And I never trim new brass. I checked the length, but I've never had any be too long, so. Yeah, this is significantly heavier than that first lot, which is interesting. I'm going to dedicate that first lot of 1,000 to that 223 Ackley Improved anyway, so. This new lot I will have to test out in some of my 223 rifles. I've got some loads already proven, you know, for those rifles with, I got a really good deal several years back on some Nosler factory ammo, so I've been using the brass from that, Nosler brass. And it's lasting 6 or 7 reloads before the primer pockets go. It's really consistent, but it's a little soft. And I've got some older LC brass that I think I bought from Midway USA that was virgin LC. That's been really accurate in my rifles as well. But I've got a few new bullets I want to test out and whatnot, so I'll start with this Starline 556 and see what I think of it. Very interesting though. We're several grains consistently heavy on the new lot. So I guess that's just a good reminder for all of us that no matter if it says Starline 556, if it's a different lot number, if it's a different batch, obviously there's some variation going on there. So I'm going to pause this video and we'll close it out. Hey, I really appreciate you watching. I know it's kind of boring just looking at brass weights, but I guess if you clicked on this video, you might, hopefully you were interested in that. Please hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you've shot Starline brass, whether it's 556, 223, or whatever. Let me know what you think of it. I think it's cool that they're ramping up production and adding new calibers, and that's a good thing. Competition on the market is good, and they're definitely reasonably priced. So thanks for watching. Please consider to subscribe and take a look at some of my other videos that I've got out there. I'm just starting this channel, so I'm slowly adding videos as I can. Plan on a whole bunch more, and we'll have some videos of me shooting this Starline 556 brass in the future. And have a great day. Thank you.